Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and we've got some announcements by Wizards. And once again, instead of spacing them out to trickle out hype, which is how they do everything else, they dumped it all on us at once to make sure that we're overwhelmed, confused, and possibly sickened. Good job, Wizards marketing / PR / third party firm / some idiot who shouldn't have a job there. It varies. It really does vary who they actually put behind some of these. This article is actually anonymous. They did not attribute it to an author. Thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, they are announcing Commander 2017 edition. Woo! Not really an announcement because I think they've made one every year. I was a little surprised, but not really. As they put it, the 25th anniversary of Magic is coming out, and I can't imagine what fresh hell they're planning for that. But, I don't know, so far it's just Commander 2017, so whatever. There are going to be 4 new tribal heavy decks. Let me stop you right there, Wizards. I freaking hate elves. I freaking hate merfolk. I freaking hate fairies. I hate... if it's a tribal, I hate it, basically. Zombies, okay, that's passable because it's so ubiquitous. But, I kind of hate tribals. Elves especially, okay? Elves and goblins. I guarantee those will be 2 of them, and I hate them. I hate them. Now, if they did, like, angels, that'd be pretty cool. Humans, that'd be annoying as hell. Frickin' Kithkin, oh my god, I will buy it just to burn it. Squirrels, okay, now Wizards would finally be getting it, but I don't think we'll see that. Now, they wrote, and I'm going to read this word for word, the set features 4 new tribal-themed 100-card decks, including 56 all-new Magic cards legal in Vintage and Legacy. So it would seem that they're implying that 56 out of all of the 400 cards, unless there's some crossover, so basically all the decks, they're going to be brand new, never before seen. Now, I never bought the Commander products, never paid any attention to them. I don't deal in them, I don't sell them, I don't break them apart, I don't look at singles, I don't invest in them, none of that. That said, I could have sworn they were all reprints except for the Commander, but I don't know, that might not be true, who knows. So there's some new stuff, and they're going to be legal in Vintage and Legacy, but not Modern, though. So, in other words, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I should put it on a damn bumper sticker. Nobody cares about Vintage and Legacy. If you do, spend your money on something else. You clearly have a mental problem. I am not going to sugarcoat what I think about the garbage formats of Vintage and Legacy. They're a joke, they're an insult to Magic, and they're a bunch of crap that was never meant to go together. If you want to play that, go play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a bunch of turn 2, what do they call that? Oh yeah, turn 2 OTKs, 1 turn kills. So they let a bunch of overpowered crap that was never meant to be played together, go together, and now everybody wins on turn 2 and the whole format and the whole game's a joke. Well, they copied that in Magic and it's called Vintage and Legacy. If your deck costs more than $10,000, you clearly are rich as all hell or have significant problems with your mental state. The deck is not worth that amount of money. I don't care if you bought them and then kept them and just refused to sell them for 24 years. That money could be better spent on freaking anything. Anything. So for them to say, ooh, we got 56 all new cards that are legal in Vintage and Legacy, if they're any good, they'll be banned because you can't let Vintage and Legacy get any better. If there's some brand new deck idea that comes about because of a couple of these cards, nobody will have the money or interest to build it. Why did they even say this sentence? I mean, okay, whatever, who cares? Anyway, they're releasing 4 decks instead of 5, because it's not based on the color wheel, they said. And I think that's just because they had a 5th tribal in mind and it was crap, so it wasn't competitive. I don't know, it's not like these decks are terribly balanced against each other in the first place. Either that, or since they're all probably going to be very multicolor-ish, and some to a different degree than others, it sounds like, most tribals are monocolored. It's like I said, I mean, humans, you can get away with whatever, but, angels, I mean, they're pretty much white with very few exceptions. They say the MSRP is going to be $34.99. No idea if that's up or down or whatever. Like I said, I could not care less about Commander. If I want to play Commander, I build my own deck the way the format was intended to be done, not as a sealed product that's really just a slap in the face to Commander, which is really casual and build heavy, not competitive and off-the-shelf canned, decks. Shockingly, it's going to be in English, German, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and Japanese, and after Portuguese, they put in parentheses Brazil. Is this like an England America thing where there's like a different version of Portuguese in Brazil? Because I feel like there probably would be. Or are they just that stupid? They're like, well, Portuguese, but screw you, Portugal. Nobody cares about you. Parentheses Brazil. Whatever. Every time one of the Brazilian people jumps into a game of MechWarrior Online, I just get on the mic and start speaking Spanish to piss them off. I mean, ¿qué es la diferencia? ¿Es grande? No. Apparently these are coming out August 25th. Fun fact, if you're like, wait a minute. I could have sworn I heard something else about Commander. Ding, 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 you did. June 9th, 2017, Commander Anthology coming out. Oh boy. Now that's in English only because screw you. Oh, by the way, I said before, I'm surprised it's in that many languages because a whole bunch of the special sets that have been coming out have had one language cut every release. Like seriously, it went from like 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. In fact, Commander Anthology is only being printed in English. I'm not sure if I got those numbers exactly precisely correct, but I remember seeing that trend and thinking it was really, really, really strange. So, 2 Commander products coming out virtually in a row, that's never good. Speaking of not good, $164.99 is the US only, MSRP. I love what they put applies to US only after the MSRP, and it's only in English. So now that's an insanely, stupidly high MSRP coming out right off of, Plane Chase Anthology for $149.99, which the market clearly told them, hell no, that is not realistic. But I don't know that much about Commander other than the sets are usually worth a lot, especially if they were printed a while ago. So this one might actually be worth it. It only contains 4 previous Commander products though: Heavenly Inferno, Evasive Maneuvers, Guided by Nature, and Plunder the Graves. I have no idea which sets those are from, what instance they don't say. It's a Wizards release. They don't give you any damn information. So if you're into that, good for you. Maybe it'll knock down the price of whatever the hell commanders are in any of those. Let me know if one of those decks actually has the commander that was banned in it, because that was like the funniest damn thing ever. Wizards creates a brand new commander and everybody's like, oh, that's OP as balls, and everybody buys it and the set goes through the roof. And then the people who run the commander ban list are like, ban it. That was some funny crap. That's what happens when Wizards jumps on a format that they have no control over, have no interest in. They honestly shouldn't even be touching it. It's completely fan-made. And then they create a product for it and completely ruin it. And then the pushback is like, no, we're going to ban it. Screw you and your stupid product. That was some funny crap when that happened. One tiny little sliver of the game being managed by someone other than Wizards of the Moron Coast. And that's what happens. We are not going to tolerate overpowered garbage. Bye-bye. We're fixing this immediately. Don't you wish the people who ran that ban list worked for Wizards? By the way, if you say yes, trick question. There is a combo, a win on turn 2 combo that is so stupidly overpowered right now in competitive Commander. Everybody hates it. It's all because of one card. And the people who manage the ban list refuse to ban it because the head guy plays the deck. Oh, that's fair. That's not a conflict of interest at all, you douchebag. Screw you, just ban the damn card. Now, there's a difference, though. Wizards of the Coast, incompetence. Guy who runs the commander ban list, selfishness. It's a fine line, but there's a difference. Okay, I feel like I heard that they announced something else, but God knows you can't find crap on their stupid website. I don't know, they posted a bunch of crap that I don't care about MTGO. Mostly like downtime announcements and stuff. There's one thing that I thought was kind of funny. There's going to be conditional downtime on Monday, April 24th if new banned and restricted changes are announced, which honestly I had no idea that April 24th was one of the announcement dates. I actually still don't think that's right, but they seem to, so whatever. So in other words, there's going to be a ban announcement. I mean, why would they even put this in the article if it wasn't true? Like, why tell people there might be downtime, watch out, oh, don't get on, don't play, don't pay us money, if there's a zero chance that would happen? I mean, maybe they just put it in there to be mysterious and they're not banning something, but I don't know. I don't think they banned something on April 24th either. That's the thing. I think they'll wait a couple weeks. I have no idea when the damn ban cycle is. I think even Wizards doesn't know when it is at this point. It's whenever the hell they feel like it. I don't know. I found something they called the April 18th, 2017 update. Very creative title. Thanks, Blake Rasmussen. Some dude named Christopher Moeller, who's like an artist or something, drew a bunch of cards, I guess. Once again, not something I get into. There's other people where they know the blood type of every artist. They're like, how dare you say something about this card that's bad? Because don't you know who drew it? I only care about its playability. I mean, I like artwork and I can appreciate really good card art. It's just, I don't take that into consideration when I look for a broken or garbage card. So anyway, he's retiring, so I don't know, everybody go tweet at him. Thank God you got out while you still can. The number 2 announcement, I'm not even going to call him that at this point. It's some Channel Fireball garbage written by LSV. So they're plugging that because they're not in bed with them quite enough yet. Then, I don't know, there's some kind of second article also by LSV. Wow, they're going hard on that one. Fourth, they're plugging a video by the professor because he kisses their ass and refuses to say anything bad about Wizards. Somehow people are into that for some reason, although if you look at his view counts, they aren't that much more impressive than mine. No, I'm not jealous. I just think he should be a little bit more honest about what Wizards does lately, or, stop sugarcoating it. I do like his content, and I like him as a person, though, of course. Oh, then they link to a player motivation survey. Ooh, this one's fun. Let me take it real quick, and then I'll give you my take on this one, because let me just put it this way. What is your gender is number 1. Female, which is first. Male, which is second. I guarantee you I'm not reading too much into that. And of course, the third option is other / non-binary, because of course other would not contain non-binary. They had to specifically put it. They cannot pander harder if they tried. By the way, the best estimate I can give is that they're pandering to 0.5% of their player base. Good job, Wizards. You're also pissing off 40 to 70%. Hey guys, guess what? There's a typo in it. I have attended other tournament of event not listed. Not or event. Of event. This is actually not too bad. They might actually learn something from this and I'd say and adapt their company and change something. No, they won't. They're just taking this to ignore the results, call it skewed, and keep doing what they're doing. I mean, come on. They have, like when you play Magic, how important are the following things to you? And it goes from not important at all to extremely important. And it's like experimenting with new deck ideas and concepts. Yes, 90% of your players and customers want that. Nobody gives a crap about the variety of decks at the Pro Tour. Okay, nobody gives a crap. It's how annoying is it to build your own perfect, flawless, very experienced deck and then go up against some overpowered garbage and get crushed. How fun is that? Learn something from this, Wizards. Seriously. Oh my God, the last one, you guys. The last one. I have to. They are pitching this underhand at 10 miles an hour at me. How important is it when you play Magic to be fully immersed in a believable fantasy world? Okay, we don't even do that for tabletop D&D, first of all. I mean, you guys know how seriously we even take the naming of our characters. Sonny Archer. Oh my God, did I ever mention to you guys that my Goliath fighter's name was Umlaut Knocken Prone with an umlaut over the O. He liked to knock people prone. So it's the traditional German spelling of Umlaut Knocken Prone. So anyway, how important is it that I play Magic and be fully immersed in a believable fantasy world? You mean like all the SJW morons that you keep hiring? You mean that fantasy world that they live in? Or the fantasy world of R&D where they never make mistakes? Or the fantasy world of anybody else at your company who thinks that there's nothing wrong with the game or the product? Or the fantasy world that you put on for Hasbro to make it look like you're making money, even though every single decision you make to make money is pissing off every single last customer you still somehow manage to have? Or you mean the fantasy world of 42% female Magic players? That fantasy world? What fantasy world are we talking about? You gotta be more specific, Wizards. Okay, everybody go take the survey right now, link in the description, and when it says coming up with an interesting combo / deck of my own, mark that crap is extremely important. We need to send them a message. Hard. Oh, and when it says dominating other players with overwhelming victories, put not important at all. You know, because red, white, blue, draw, anticipate, combo, torrential should not be a deck. In fact, Lantern control. They literally should just put lantern control. How important are the following things to you? Lantern control. Now this is interesting. They're actually getting really specific on this survey. Like they said, how important is it that you're playing cards or decks that have unpredictable outcomes, specifically like the example coin flip cards, like really chaotic luck-based stuff. Instead of, oh, my deck works the same way, it's consistent, I know what it's going to do, still I hope I top deck the right card, but I like randomness and chaos. No, I don't even like unreliable cards like Fatal Push. Like, I want full control, predictability, math, probability, all that. But I mean, the fact that they're asking that, if everybody votes extremely important, they're going to put in more coin flip cards. And if they put not important at all, they're probably not going to put in coin flip cards. So everybody go take this survey so that your voice is heard. Like, this might legitimately affect what type of cards they design in future sets. Oh my god, they put getting under my opponent's skin to throw them off their game? That's not even legal in most cases. You can't, distract them. I think you can technically, try to purposely piss them off, but not, just direct insults. I mean, they could bring something out and you blow it up, bring something out, blow it up, bring something out, blow it up, and they might get a little irked and start playing a little bit poorly. Okay. But I mean, I don't think at a tournament they could be like, oh, and in response, your mother. Dude, this is getting past a dating site, personality thing. The game allows me to pretend I am someone else / somewhere else because I'm so emo. I might have had that last part. I like to escape into a fantasy world and pretend I'm an actual wizard. Because I'm not psychologically healthy. So yeah, very, 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 very important survey. The problem is the only people who are going to take it are Magic fanboys where they could do nothing wrong and they check their website every single day, because I certainly haven't seen them tweet out this survey. So they're skewing it by people willing to take the survey, but also people who go to their website and read all their news articles, and all their news articles constantly just link to Channel Fireball and a bunch of crap articles written by pros, usually, in a very subtle way to sell other cards. Literally the seller will go, we need to sell more of this card. Hype it up in an article. Okay. So they shill for the card, and then the card sells, and then they pay them. It is exactly as crooked as it sounds. So that's it for the announcements, except for one tiny little allusion to the fact that there might be a card called Rough Them Up that's a sorcery, and I believe they were referring to it not being an Amonkhet. I know I haven't heard the card, so I think it's actually going to be an Hour of Devastation. I might be wrong about that, though, and I'm way the hell too lazy to check. So definitely take that survey. Trust me, you are going to want to let, Wizards know what people other than the normal people who would take that survey think about the game. I think they need to hear from my community for a little bit. So definitely do that. It takes about 4 minutes. And yeah, that's it for the announcements for now. So I'll see you guys next video.